Hello Aquarius, welcome back to Peony Lore, where we help you to find the beauty in all things. This is going to serve for the sun, moon, and rising sign of Aquarius for the entire month of October 2022. So we are doing an abridged version. We have two cards that have come out here. So we will always start off with my readings with the Sacred Geometry card because there's a lot of medicine in the Sacred Geometry. You have two cards. The first one is the expression card, which is all about how you are moving forward with your expression. And the energy is 741 hertz is the suggestion that they are giving to all Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising. The second card that we got is the awakening card, but it's in the reverse position. So what they're saying is that up until this particular moment, the next stage of awakening has eluded you. It may have been right at the surface, but it has eluded you up into this moment. So here in the month of October, by using 741 hertz, it's going to help unlock the expression of whatever has been holding you back, whatever has been not said, not seen, not done. This is going to support you by bringing that energy of your next phase of awakening forward. Now, what we're going to do is the element reading. And so basically what that means is the four masters, the four corners, the four elements, the four angels, the four directions. And so what we're going to do is east, south, west, and north. Now I'm looking at this from my direction, so hopefully the screen, you guys will understand what I'm talking about. Maybe next month I'll do a compass, but from the way that I am sitting, this is my east. Okay, so we're going to start off here with the east, the element of air. That is the element of Archangel Raphael within our thoughts. Okay, so what we have forward is the Chariot. This is how you're thinking. This is how the universe is saying that you are going to be as far as your thoughts this particular month of October. So the Chariot, major arcana. Excuse me. Major arcana. It also is very much a karmic card. So it appears to me as though you're going to be moving past some sort of karma. It does appear as though your thoughts are about moving forward in some fashion form. It could be a physical move. It could be just the way, again, that your thoughts are in forward momentum stage this entire month. I beg your pardon, this entire month of October. The energy that comes here with the Chariot is that even this forward momentum that you are thinking about, or even if it is a physical manifestation of it trying to take place at some point, there's going to be some challenges with it. But the universe is going to try to clean it up as much as it possibly can. So as much as you can, you need to nurture yourself. Okay, that is what this is about, nurturing thoughts when it comes to what the Chariot has to offer. Now, very interestingly, the Chariot has everything to do with your solar plexus and also your sacral chakra. So your sacral chakra is about your creativity and your solar plexus is about that momentum to go forward. So just know with this particular energy that the universe is saying that your thoughts are in alignment to in some way, shape, or form towards your willpower and also your sacral chakra as far as creating something. Now, but we have to put this in here. The yin and the yang energy is coming out as far as what you need to pay attention to. They will create the space for you to move forward. It will be not as easy as you think, but they will try to clear as many paths as possible. So if you can continue to think positively in that vein, then that should be a good thing for you. Okay, let's move over to the energy of the south, which is the element of fire, which is where Archangel Michael likes to hang out and push people towards their willpower and their assertiveness. And unfortunately, we have the energy of the Temperance card in the reverse position. Okay, so we have an imbalance somewhere. Okay, the element of temperance, although we're not going to be talking about sulfur here at this particular moment, let's talk about it gingerly as air and fire. We're talking about it merging beautifully together to create the steam, to create the momentum to do something. we have something that's out of balance here as far as what's going on here. So the universe telling us that we have two major arcanas means we've got these two major energies that are a little bit not quite in alignment. You have to be practical. We're trying to rush towards doing something, it seems, a little bit, but at least there's something that's not quite in balance. Our fire is not in alignment with our water. Something is not balanced. Now, we have Cancerian energy. It's possible that you are dealing with the Cancer, or a Cancer is on your thought. It's possible that you are dealing in a forward momentum with a Sagittarius, because that is the major arcana sign for a Sagittarius. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but I just wanted to make sure I call the signage out as well, in case that is meaningful to you. Okay, let's move forward with the water element, which is the West, which is communication. Okay, it is emotions. It is how we fluidly communicate, whether it's in written form or oral form, however it is that we do it. We have two cards here. Now we have one that is staged in the sideways position, and we have one that is in the upright position, so that you can see it that way. We have the Eight of Wands, which is talking about being stuck. Okay, so we have either getting into or getting out of this stuck momentum, avoiding of a situation a little bit. The Eight of Swords is knowing that there's an opportunity to step towards the gate if you take the blindfold off in order to free oneself. And the thing about that is that people are very much getting into their heads about something, and they're getting stuck about something. So the universe is saying, take the blindfold off, because this one 100% is you and nobody else. This is like baby devil energy, meaning the self-imposed restrictions are on you, nobody else. There's no one else involved in the picture except for you when it comes to this. So that is one thing that the universe wants to get your attention about here in the month of October, is to try to unbind yourself from thoughts that are putting you into self-imposed restriction. Okay, the other element card that pops out here with emotions has to do with review, reflection, and communication when it comes to resources. Okay, so resources could be people, places, things, ideas, but communicating about watching how far you've come. So this is the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is that space and time where the farmer or the person that's nurturing this plant, this bush, this growth, is taking a look at all of the seeds that have started to fruit. Now, the only place that you can go with the Seven of Pentacles is up. You can only get 10 pentacles out of this whole situation. But at this particular moment, this is a strong review moment, okay? So this is about making a decision. Is this worth your energy? That is what this is asking you to do. From an emotional perspective, you got to get down into the weeds with this one, and you have to understand, is this worth the investment? In other words, should I pick up and repot this entire bush, or pot if you want to think about it that way, and put it into some different soil? Or should I just continue to do what it is that I'm doing at this particular moment? Well, right now it says that in this particular month, you may have some challenging thought process for yourself when it comes to that. So be aware of that when it comes to your emotional thought process and your emotional communication. Obviously, there's been a lot of time and effort and energy put into trying to harvest and get this fruit ready to harvest, but there might be a little bit more work that needs to get put into this thought process. Okay, let's move forward into our our northern position, which is our element of earth. And earth is governed by Archangel Uriel. And Archangel Uriel is responsible for all physical, tangible, touchable things. Your body, your house, your car, all of the physical things. If it's in the 3D and you can touch it, Archangel Uriel had something to do with it. And it is in the energy of the north, your ancestors, land. Think about it that way, okay? We have the energy of the Lovers. So we are talking about... could be a Gemini. You have 3 major arcana. I think you're the only sign that's gotten this many. Maybe Capricorn, maybe. But this is pretty big, because out of all of these conversations, the universe is asking you to be in your emotions a little bit more about the way that things are going to move forward. The Lovers does indicate that there is a strong bond, a strong union. Now, the union could be a actual lover. It could be how do you call it? Domestic partner. Okay. It could be a spouse. It could be a best friend. It could be someone that you are spending a lot of time, energy, and space with. Okay. This is also indicative of your higher self trying to get your attention. Okay. The lovers. About coming more into power between what it is that we see are fruits. And I really want to, they're asking me to show this. What are the fruits that you're seeing here, right? We got the little devil coming out of here, meaning the snake energy, meaning that we're getting ready to have some influence about something versus kind of what's going on with these yods, right? So this is literally the energy of Archangel Gabriel pointing you. Let's pay attention to what's going on up here a little bit. The lovers. Usually when the lovers is in the upright position, it does mean that correct decisions are being made. But you need to be able to understand that all of these things do go together. So Gemini energy, third house, specifically Gemini, the lovers, third house, meaning communication, pointing it back out this way, even if we weren't seeing this visually with our eyeballs. Okay, so let us go ahead. I'm going to take a look at the bottom of the deck just to put a little perspective in here. What is this about? Well, we've got the Page of Wands, really wanting to move forward with a new idea or concept, but there's something that's stopping us or blocking us. Something or someone that we've been involved with we've got something that's not quite right with the Six of Cups in the reverse position, and ultimately we have the Ten of Cups also in the reverse position, which means that there is some sort of family factor. There's some sort of a group community factor where we're having a challenge trying to get together with a harmonized thought process. And because we've got the energy of the Hangman in the upright position, right, or technically reverse, but you think that you have the information figured out, but it's not quite. That's what the universe is trying to say. There's something that needs to be reviewed before this element of moving forward takes place. That's just what the bottom of the deck says. I'll go ahead and just leave that right there, and we'll go ahead and move towards the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. Let's clarify just a little bit more for our Aquarius. Every sign except you has gotten the star card somewhere. So let's see if this little dude decides to pop out in one way, shape, form, or another here. Okay. All right. Why do we have the Chariot here? Give us a little bit more background on why the Chariot is here. Well, we got a lot of cards now. Here we go. Let's see. We have 3 cards. The energy is we have impulsiveness, we have an affair, so that could be with people or other people that you are dealing with. This definitely has Leo energy, and it also has the energy of rebellion. Well, this is Mars and Aquarius energy right here, this rebellion card. Just putting it out there because it doesn't mean that there's necessarily a rebellion, but what it does mean is that by any means necessary is the energy that this puts forward, which is why we've got this warning down here with the Chariot. Yeah, you could possibly get what it is that you want, but the universe is saying there could be some impulsivity. Every single one of these has an issue between Mars energy and Venus energy. So there's an issue between the loving way and there's an issue with the assertive, aggressive way that something is being done here. So that's just a heads up for you. We've got Aries. We do have you as an Aquarius, and we also have a Leo energy that is in here. Okay. Let's move forward with this Temperance card, which is staging reverse for you. What is going on in the energy of the South with this Temperance in the reverse for our Aquarius? Popping right out, we have risk involved. Okay, Aries energy again. All right, so let's stage this one out here. The Aries energy that matches up with this one has everything to do with risk associated with something. You can't make something happen without risk, but sometimes there is no reward in a risk if the universe is trying to tell you that something is not balanced. So you have to take that for how it is working for you. We will do a further clarify, but there is something going on with a risk that was put forward. Let's move into this double or dual energy that we have here in the 3rd house of Gemini. 2 cards. It's perfect. Let's see what we have here. What is going on with the water energy or the water element for Aquarius here? Well, we have the energy of seduction again. So what we have here is Piscean energy, okay, Piscean energy coming in with Jupiter, and Jupiter is really about expansion, and it's really about abundance. It's kind of like the energy of the Wheel of Fortune moment, but with this Piscean energy that comes into it, what creates for some people is confusion. We know that we want something, we know that we want to get there, we're willing to do what it takes in order to get there, but there's something quite different about the way that you have to take a look at these pentacles here. Some sort of sweet something was put out there in the past, and so you really just have to take a look at the risk of the investment versus the impulsiveness of something that's moving forward. Let's move forward into the landing position of the physical, tangible, touchable thing with this lovers for our Aquarius in their northern earth position, please. And what we have here is a decision. So we have the energy of Gemini again, and it is in the Mars aggressive, assertive position. You could basically say this is kind of a tower moment. In other words, this creative energy that needs to come through, this was a creative thought process, a creative process that came through, but there's a tower moment. And what this definitely has to do with is either a building, this is a building, this is either a house, or this is a working establishment. So this is a lot of creative energy about something that is self-made. And if I'm looking at this with the perspective of this Page of Wands, yeah, this is a project or something that you are trying to continue to build on. That's what's up. That's what we got going on here. Let's go ahead and clarify further with the White Sage Tarot here. What do we got going on with this Chariot? Ooh, okay. Well, we're going to take these ones, they said. First of all, we have the energy of the Emperor, but we also have the Three of Swords energy here with our Chariot. Speaking of this impulsiveness, this Three of Swords. So basically what we've got going on here is an issue. So this involves more than one person. This involves interference. This involves sadness. This involves solar energy. This also involves timing, 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months. And then the energy of Aries again popping out here with the Emperor, talking about our self-will. So you have to take the energies for what this is worth, but what this is saying to me is that you are definitely going to have to pay attention to your drive and these other elements that are put into this particular space. And especially because you go from 3 to 4, there is this sort of progressive energy that is taking place here. Let's move now forward to the element of fire, momentum. Well, the universe is saying something is a little bit wonky, and that there is a risk that is being taken here with regards to a structure, with boundaries, with responsibility. That's what Saturn is all about. So, did it pop? Here it is. We have the energy of the High Priestess. Well, the energy of the High Priestess means a couple of different things. First of all, the High Priestess can also be in many different instances associated with the moon, or Neptune, specifically with that planet. And it has everything to do with your intuition. It has everything to do with confusion about your dreams and your spirituality as one sense, especially clairvoyancy, as Archangel Azariel gets involved in this whole process, in this mix at this particular moment, and that's what's popping forward. So we have to go backwards a little bit. What has been the challenge up until this moment? Well, what's been a challenge up until this moment has been this next level of awakening that's eluding you just a little tiny bit. It wants to come out. We're talking about your conscious evolution, and we're talking about going into the Akashic records a little bit to understand and get down to tax a little bit here. So that is what is going on with the energy of the High Priestess. I just wanted to make sure we put that out there. Intuition. So maybe go back and review, which is exactly why the element of the Seven of Pentacles is here. Luke, don't be, what are they saying to me? This is the energy of Star Wars coming in here for me. Being seduced by the dark side. That's my guides coming in at this particular moment. Something that you love. But again, this whole Piscean energy is the moon, is Neptune, is the High Priestess. So there's something that is a little bit little bit odd, a little bit off, and you're being called to task on that one. Let's get into the energy of the emotional piece now. Let's go ahead and get that 7 of Pentacles, the 8 of Swords already in play, and this seduction with what Jupiter is trying to do. Okay, we got a storyline here, so let's go there. The first card down, we have the 10 of Swords with the Knight of Cups. So we are at an end. Knight of Cups. Now, it could be a water sign. It could be a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces as far as the person. It could be this energy of this, if you look at it this way, there's an ending in some sort of a structure. Like I said, this could be a house that is starting to have some challenges again with the Lovers. Let's look at the final card. We do have the 6 of Wands here. So in some instances, it looks as though there has to be an ending of one situation, and so that there can be a reconciliation at some point in order to move in the right direction. So that is what the universe seems to be saying has kind of maybe led up to that. The ending of an old cycle, an ending of an old way, trying to bring in a new way to get it done in the right direction, but there's some sort of a hold that's going on here. Let's move over to the Earth in position here, and let's see what we have with this decision with Gemini. Again, being pushed up against this tower with Mars, against this structure. We have 2 cards. Okay, what we have is the energy of the Ace of Cups in reverse, and we also have the 3 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so the Ace of Cups in reverse is, there's no more energy here. There's something that is being poured completely out, and if it is related to a it could be a fire sign. Again, it could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. We got a lot of Aries energy. We've got the Sagittarius that is sitting here right now. But with this 3 of Wands in the reverse position, this is the energy of expansion. And there's something that's not quite right in the past with this energy of expansion, especially timing as it has going on. Let's see. These are the same cards that kind of came out in a different type of a way. There is this wanting to move forward in this new direction, but there is something that's not quite there, which has to be reconciled here in the month of October. Like I said, the Lovers, and the best capacity is that there is going to be the right decision to be made, but with 3 major arcana and most of the elements and 2 of them pointing you back here, something has to be reviewed and reanalyzed in one way, shape, fashion, or form. Let's go back into the healing angels to see if we can add a little bit more. Again, 741 hertz is what Spirit is asking you to pay attention to. It's the expression, that's the communication, that is the throat chakra, that is Archangel Gabriel coming to you from the west. Let's see what we have. What else do the angels have to say to our Aquarius here for the month of October 2022? Ooh, there she is. Hey! Heal away addictions. All right. Water, 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 water. All right. The card says it's time to let go of behaviors that are blocking you from your heart's desire. So ask Archangel Raphael to help you with this healing. Archangel Raphael will come in and will help you with this healing. We do have something going on here, okay? But, you know, it all goes together. Let's go ahead and dig into the 741 hertz that we have, 29, which reduces down to, forward momentum, my friends, forward momentum. 174 hertz is page 29, reduces down to 11, master energy of 2, although you don't reduce 11 as a master number. You never do that. You keep it as a whole number. But at the end of the day, what it does talk about is following Spirit and walking in between what it is that they're trying to show you. I kind of wished that the moon card itself would have shown up in the traditional way, because it would have made sense. But anyways, yin yang energy, you got to follow this very precisely, is what the energy of the Chariot is saying, for it to be as easy for you as possible. However, the expression card that we have here for 741 hertz is, I live a happy, healthy, and carefree existence by allowing myself to self-express my needs, wants, and desires. So it's to remind you that you have the right to express yourself freely with whatever it is that you want to say or do. When you choose not to voice yourselves in the way that you're meant to, you're not being true to yourself, which is where part of this unsticking yourself in this devilish energy comes out. Human nature is very complex, and rather than allowing us to just pursue everything that we want in life, it makes us work for it. Even though there are many ways for us to get from A to B, one of the biggest lessons we learn in this lifetime is to voice what it is that we want and how we choose to get there. Right? But there's something not quite 100 with the way this is being done with someone that you're are working with. A lover, we've got the energy of heal away addictions. We have the energy of ending something in one particular way, imbalance in another way. We also have, heartbroken energy that is in here. So this frequency that comes in actually helps to relieve any of the toxic energy that's within your body. And it helps you to enhance your senses of communication with spirit here. Okay. It actually cleanses the body from electromagnetic radiation. So that is supportive, and any pollutants that you may have in your particular body, and it may not just be you. I mean, of course it could be you personally, Aquarius, that has some addictive something that's going on in your system, but it doesn't have to be a physical, something. It could be the toxicity of computer. It could be the toxicity of the energy of people, whatever it is that you're holding on to. It has to go in order for some changes to take place for you in a beautiful way. So if you are going to work with 741 hertz music, pull it up from the YouTubes or the Spotify here. Working with the color blue is going to help you open up and receive information from communication. Archangel Gabriel communication here. Wearing blue will help you with this frequency, along with these crystal suggestions: rose quartz, snowflake obsidian, chrysocolla, and blue lace agate, if you can get your hands on it, because I know it's becoming a little bit more harder to obtain. But that is what I have for you as far as energies that are concerned for this entire month, Aquarius. It looks as though there's some things that you just have to reevaluate so that you can try to get to that beauty way. There may be some push-pull, some stop-starts along the way here, but put some time and energy into detoxing, whatever that might be for you. Impulsiveness, other people that have created some challenges for you, heartbreak potentially with a lover or a partner somewhere. Reevaluate the situation so that you can be in a better momentum to unstick yourself. That is what the universe is asking you to do. Go within, and then when you heal this, they are asking me to put this back out there. When you heal this, okay, even if it's 3 months, because I have the 3 in here twice, this really does indicate that there's this period of time that needs to be paid attention to here. You will be at the next stage of awakening because you will have resolved this last bit of whatever it is that needs to be cleaned up in your energy. Okay, so there's a little bit of a block, a little bit of a roadblock, but that looks as though you could have some really strong energy moving forward for this month. So that is what I have for you, Aquarius. Hopefully you like this type of a smaller format, still chock full of flavor. But at the end of the day, if you do like it, make sure that you give it a thumbs up, you make a comment, like, share, subscribe if you're a visitor for the first time. Make sure you share this out to somebody else if you believe that they would be able to get some benefit from it. Make sure that you take a look at your sun, your moon, and your rising all together to get a full picture. And with that being said, if you want a personal one-to-one reading with me, make sure that you look at the description box below. I am available for personal readings. And make sure that you take a look at the comments so that you can get the full astrological layout, which is just being duplicated from my Facebook community. If you want to join that, it's for free. Obviously, just go to @PeonyLaura. You'll see all the things. That is what I have, Aquarius. Many, many blessings to you, and we will see you next time. Bye for now.